I am finding being alive fascinating.
Oh. I approached Alasdair Gray. I had read his novel around 2009, and I immediately fell in love with it. So I reached out to him and I went and met him in Glasgow. He was a very wonderful, energetic man. He walked me around Glasgow and showed me a lot of the places that inspired him. And after like a brief meeting, he just gave me his blessing to make the film. The general premise of the novel and the opportunities that it presented to explore the character, the world, the relationships between people, men, women, all of that just made me very excited to make it into a film. I initially was completely taken by the main character, Bella Baxter, this woman who had a second chance in life and to be able to experience the world in her own terms. What we did was mainly decide on the various stages of her evolution. So we split the story in like 6 or 8 stages, I don't remember how many there were. And we tried to figure out what the characteristics of each stage was and what would be her physicality, her language, how it develops from one stage to the other. So we just physically worked on a couple of ways of walking, standing, there was dancing, all of these things. And then Emma was able to keep track of the evolution of the character, because also some of the story wasn't shot in order. So she had to sometimes go from, the first stage to the last stage in one day. So it was really very helpful for her to have this map of physical evolution. Emma and I have been, working for a long time now together, and we've been, dreaming about other things together, and we've already shot another film together. So it's just a collaboration, one of a kind, like a person that you find that you can communicate without having to say too many things, that you kind of think alike or very differently, but it somehow, some weird way, you kind of arrive at the same end goal. So I think, I feel very fortunate to be able to work with her and, build on our relationship. From the moment I first read the novel, I imagined a very special world that it was taking place. In the novel itself, I think it's a more realistic period piece. But since I wanted to concentrate on the character of Bella Baxter and kind of make this film through her point of view, I had decided early on that we should build this world for her, that it should be familiar, but also something very unique. We had the opportunity to work in 2 separate stages because the pandemic happened in between. So we had put together the production design team before the pandemic, and we were able to do some research and some initial designs. And then we had to stop, and that kind of gave us the opportunity to go back and look again at what we had, designed in our research, and be able to build, further on it with a kind of a new perspective. We wanted to use a lot of old school techniques, but also the technology that is available to us today. But whatever we included in the film in the end, even if it's combined with digital technology, it's all handmade and man-made. So it's a lot of paintings and backdrops and LED screens that had paintings that we produced. So it's a combination of very old school techniques and new technology. Yeah, in general, I can't believe my luck. Like starting out, in Greece, making films with my friends, I never imagined that I would have the opportunity to be in, these kind of places and share my work with people. And I just feel very honored and to be able to be part of the festival.